Protection, prevention, accountability and discrimination are among the key areas discussed during the forum. African leaders want existing laws extended to better protect people with albinism, in particular legislation on disability, color or race and witchcraft. Kenya is an appropriate venue for this convention. It's one of the few countries that have got a budget specially set aside for persons with albinism, spending millions of dollars every year to promote their rights. Every year, the government allocates $1 million to the Kenyan Albinism Society to provide eye care, lip care, sunblock, and even protective clothing for those who need. Cancer is the biggest killer of people with albinism after the inhumane attacks they face, so the funding also goes to awareness programs. Isaac Mwaura is the head of Kenya Albinism Society. He's been nominated as a member of parliament and is among the activists who are fighting for the changes to legislation. He's praised the many professionals in Kenya who are living with albinism, describing them as champions who inspire hope. But there's still a long way to go.
In Kenya, we had one incident last year in Vihiga. Enoch Jamenya was actually murdered because of the same issue. We have rescued 5 individuals who are at the risk of being killed. Actually, majority of them are children, 4 of them. 4 of the 5 are children. Persons with albinism must continue to be protected at all costs. We are highly underrepresented. That's the bottom line. We are highly underrepresented, and even right now we just have what we call token. It's tokenism, token inclusion. So you have one here, another one there, but nothing beyond there. So we need to have more and more of these numbers, and we hope that with these kind of exposures and partnerships and the special measures that we are going to have the UN help us to execute, we will have more and more people with albinism in the public domain.
The existing laws fall short of protecting the rights of people with albinism. And Mwaura is lobbying African lawmakers to make changes in line with international developments.
My position was created last year at the Human Rights Council in response to the attacks that have been reported specifically on the African continent.
Ero says that when she was born, her black parents were shocked and fought over who caused her albinism. Said to be a curse, defect, or even infectious, albinism attracts stigma and discrimination across the continent.
The type of attacks we're talking about is the use of machete on people with albinism, and usually they are attacked while alive because there's a belief that the body parts can help when used in ritual killings and in witchcraft potions.
Since 2007, hundreds of attacks have been reported across at least 26 African countries, mostly in rural areas. However, many go unreported. In some cases because family members are involved, in others because there's little evidence to collect. The United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development pledges to leave no one behind. This is the context in which the action plan has been launched, as African leaders rally for the rights of people living with albinism. Sonny Methu, CCTV, Nairobi, Kenya.